morning, everybody. Need my coffee hole. There we go. Hey, good morning. It is Wednesday. Wow. Okay. Our gospel today is from Mark chapter 4, verses 1 through 20. And hopefully it's a familiar one. It's about the parable of the seed being sown on the ground. So it's a long passage this morning. But what gets me is at the center of this passage that they give us, Jesus confronts the disciples. Because he's expecting them to understand what he's told them. He's not expecting the people to get the parable, but he was expecting the disciples. And they don't. They said, well, what does it mean? Almost like you can see the frustration in him, and he has to explain to his disciples because they don't get it. This will be a theme throughout all of Mark. The disciples don't quite get it. And I think it's a good thing for us. Good reminder how about this week, because what ultimately they make sense of this is after the death and resurrection, they get that fullness, they understand it all. And I think for us, sometimes we read these parables or we read the scripture and we just don't get it. It's like, what is Jesus really saying? But it takes an event in our own lives to get to the deeper meaning of our scripture. And that means we have to do some contemplation of our lives in context of scripture. That we have to think, okay. And this makes more sense, I guess, when we've entered into scripture and we've kind of say, oh yeah, I've experienced that when, the soil, my soil's not been good or blah, blah, blah. So I guess what I'm trying to get at is, for me, I've, in my life, I found more depth, more meaning of the scripture after I've done that kind of reflection on my life and my choices, my actions, and in context with the faith. And I think when we all do that, we gain that deeper understanding. We're given that deeper wisdom to understand. Because the disciples, again, they'll say their hearts were hardened. And we have to open up our hearts, and part of that's through a reflection. So hopefully that makes sense. So enjoy your day. Have your other cup of coffee, or if you're going to school, you know who you are. Enjoy it, drink plain water. Okay, get lots of sleep. Deb, the hair looks great, okay? Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.